Most men over 60 believe one quiet lie, that losing firmness, desire, and confidence is just part of aging. But after 30 years in urology, I can tell you something that may shock you. It's not your age that's taking this away, it's your blood flow slowly shutting down while you sleep. And when that happens, it doesn't just affect your body, it chips away at how you see yourself as a man, leaving you feeling distant, frustrated, and no longer in control. I've sat across from men who built families, careers, entire lives, yet whispered to me, "Doctor, I don't feel like myself anymore." Not because they lost desire, but because their body stopped responding, and they didn't know why. But here's the truth most people never tell you. This can be improved, even reversed, when you understand what's really happening inside your circulation, your hormones, and your daily habits. My name is Dr. James, a urologist with over 3 decades of experience helping men reclaim their strength, confidence, and intimacy. And tonight, I'm going to show you a simple habit involving olive oil and one powerful ingredient before bed that may help restore your blood flow naturally. But first, you need to understand the real root cause, why blood flow quietly declines at night and how it affects everything. 1. The real cause: poor blood flow at night. Let me say something most men never hear. The problem doesn't begin in the bedroom, it begins in your blood vessels, quietly, gradually, especially at night, when your body is supposed to repair itself, restore hormones, and improve circulation. But instead, for many men over 60, the opposite is happening. Blood flow slows down, vessels stiffen, and the signal that tells your body to respond simply isn't strong enough anymore. Here's the part you need to understand. An erection is not just about desire. It's about blood entering the penile tissue and staying there. That process depends on something called nitric oxide, a natural compound that tells your blood vessels to relax and open. When nitric oxide is high, blood flows easily. When it's low, everything feels weaker, slower, less reliable. And as you age, your body produces less of it, especially if your lifestyle hasn't supported circulation. Add in mild inflammation, poor diet, lack of movement, and those tiny vessels begin to lose their flexibility. The result? You may still feel desire, but your body doesn't follow through. This is when men start noticing the early signs. Not complete failure, just changes. Erections that don't feel as firm, difficulty maintaining them, less sensitivity. Maybe you wake up at night more often to urinate. Maybe your energy feels lower in the morning. These are not random. They are signals. Your circulation is struggling. I remember a patient named Harold. He was 70. A proud man, quiet, but you could see the frustration in his eyes. He told me, "Doctor, I still love my wife, but I avoid being close now. I don't want to disappoint her." That sentence stayed with me, because it wasn't just physical, it was emotional, it was identity. He thought it was age, that his time had passed. But when we looked deeper, the issue was clear: poor blood flow. Nothing more. So we started small. No complicated treatments. Just one simple change: supporting his circulation in the evening, when his body needed it most. Within weeks, things began to shift. Not overnight, but steadily. His confidence came back first, then his response followed. And that's what I want you to understand. This is not the end. It's not something you just accept. Your body still knows how to function. It just needs the right support. Start by paying attention to your circulation. Move your body daily, even a short walk helps. Stay hydrated. And most importantly, begin supporting blood flow before bed, when your body is most receptive to repair. Because in the next part, I'm going to show you the foundation. Something simple in your kitchen right now. That can help your blood vessels relax, improve circulation, and prepare your body to respond again. 2. Olive oil, the foundation of blood flow. Let me show you something simple. Something most men overlook every single day. It's not a pill, not a prescription. It's sitting in your kitchen right now. Olive oil. But not just any oil. The right kind, used the right way, at the right time. Here's why it matters. Your body needs healthy fats to function properly, especially when it comes to blood flow and hormone balance. Testosterone, the hormone that drives desire, energy, and performance, is actually built from cholesterol and healthy fats. And your blood vessels, the ones responsible for delivering that blood where it needs to go, depend on flexibility. When those vessels become stiff, narrow, or inflamed, circulation slows down. And when circulation slows down, everything else follows. Olive oil, especially extra virgin olive oil, is rich in what we call good fats. These fats help your blood vessels stay soft and open. They support nitric oxide production, that same compound we talked about earlier that allows blood to flow freely. Think of it like oiling a hinge. When it's dry, it creaks, it resists. But when it's properly lubricated, everything moves smoothly. That's exactly what olive oil does inside your body. Now, when this system isn't supported, you start to feel it. Erections may feel weaker, harder to maintain. You might notice less morning response. Energy dips. Even your mood can feel off. And often, men don't connect these symptoms back to circulation. They assume it's just aging, but it's not that simple. I remember a patient named Leonard. He was 72, still sharp, still active, but he told me, "Doctor, something feels blocked. Like my body just won't respond the way it used to." He wasn't wrong. His blood flow was compromised. Not severely, but enough to affect his confidence, his relationship, and how he saw himself as a man. We didn't rush into medication. We started by rebuilding the foundation. I asked him to incorporate 1 tablespoon of high-quality olive oil into his evening routine. Not randomly during the day, but consistently before bed. Within a few weeks, he noticed something subtle at first: better sleep, more stable energy. Then gradually, improved responsiveness. Not perfect, but progress. And that progress changed everything for him. So here's what I want you to do. Start simple. Choose a high-quality extra virgin olive oil. Take 1 tablespoon in the evening, ideally with your last meal. Be consistent. Give your body time to respond, because this isn't about quick fixes. It's about restoring function from the inside out. And remember this: olive oil is only the foundation. On its own, it supports your system. But when you combine it with the right ingredient, something happens. Blood flow doesn't just improve, it activates. And in the next part, I'm going to show you exactly what to mix with it, and why this combination can make such a powerful difference. 3. Garlic and lemon, the blood flow activators. Now, this is where things start to change, not just slowly, but noticeably. Because olive oil sets the foundation, but it needs something to activate it. And that activation comes from one simple habit most men ignore: using the right ingredients together, the right way, at the right time. Specifically, garlic. When you crush a clove of garlic and let it sit for a few minutes, it releases a compound that helps your blood vessels relax. That means more blood can flow through them. Not forced, not artificial, just natural expansion. And when your vessels open, blood can reach the areas that need it most. That includes the tissues responsible for erection. At the same time, garlic helps lower stress hormones. And when stress goes down, testosterone has room to rise. It's a balance most men never think about, but they feel the effects every day. Now we add lemon, and this is important. Lemon supports your body in a different way. It helps protect your blood vessels from damage and supports nitric oxide, the signal that tells your body to allow blood in. Without that signal, nothing happens. You can have desire, but no response. Lemon helps restore that communication between your brain, your blood vessels, and your body. When these two are combined with olive oil, something powerful happens. The oil helps deliver the active compounds. The garlic opens the vessels. The lemon protects and strengthens the system. Together, they create a condition where blood can move freely again. I remember a patient named Robert. He was 74, a quiet man. He told me, "Doctor, I don't even try anymore." It's easier to avoid disappointment. That's what this condition does. It doesn't just affect the body, it affects how a man sees himself. We didn't rush into anything complicated. I showed him this exact combination: olive oil, crushed garlic, a little lemon, every evening, consistent, simple. A few weeks later, he came back different, not just physically, emotionally. He said, I feel like my body is waking up again. That moment, that shift, is what this is about. And I want you to understand this clearly. This is not about age. This is about circulation, and circulation can be improved. Your body is not broken, it's just under-supported. So here's what you can do starting tonight. Crush 1 clove of fresh garlic. Let it sit for about 10 minutes. Mix it with 1 tablespoon of olive oil. Add a small amount of fresh lemon juice. Take it with your evening meal. Keep it simple. Stay consistent. Let your body respond. Because in the next part, I'm going to show you the one thing most men completely ignore: the silent damage happening from inflammation, and the ingredient that can multiply your results if you use it correctly. 4. Ginger, the hidden multiplier. Most men ignore. There's one silent problem I see in almost every man over 60. And most never realize it's happening. It's not just low testosterone, it's not just aging, it's inflammation. Quiet, constant inflammation that slowly damages your blood vessels, disrupts circulation, and weakens your body's ability to respond when it matters most. Here's what that means in simple terms. Your blood vessels are supposed to open easily when your body signals them. That's how blood flows where it needs to go. But when inflammation builds up over time, those vessels become irritated, less flexible, more resistant. So even if your body sends the signal, the response is weaker, slower, incomplete. And over time, that leads to the symptoms many men experience but rarely talk about. Softer erections, difficulty maintaining them, less sensation, more trips to the bathroom at night because the prostate is under stress, and a constant feeling of low energy that doesn't seem to improve. I remember a man named Walter. He was 76. He looked at me and said, "Doctor, I thought I-5 was just getting old. I didn't think anything could change." He had already accepted it, accepted the distance in his relationship, accepted the loss of confidence. But when we looked deeper, it wasn't just age. His body was inflamed, his circulation was compromised, his system was overwhelmed, not broken. So we added one simple thing: ginger. Ginger works in a very direct way. It helps calm inflammation, it supports blood flow, and it improves how oxygen and nutrients move through your body. When your blood flows better, everything else improves. Your response becomes stronger, your energy stabilizes. Even your prostate benefits, because better circulation reduces pressure and irritation in that area. But here's the key. Ginger works best when combined with what you've already started. Olive oil helps deliver it. Garlic opens the vessels. Lemon supports the signal. And ginger, it clears the path. It allows everything to work together. After a few weeks, Walter came back. He didn't say much at first, just smiled. Then he said quietly, "I didn't think I'd feel this again." That moment, that return of confidence, that's what this is really about. And I want you to hear this clearly. This is not something you're stuck with. Your body is not shutting down. It's reacting to years of small imbalances that can be corrected. Start by adding just half a teaspoon of ginger to your evening mixture. Keep it consistent. Let your body adjust. Let it respond. Because in the next part, I'm going to bring everything together into one simple nightly routine. Something you can follow step by step to restore blood flow while you sleep and help your body perform the way it was meant to. 5. The night routine that restores blood flow while you sleep. Now let me show you where most men get it wrong. Not in what they use, but when they use it. Timing matters more than you think, because your body has a rhythm. And if you work with it instead of against it, everything becomes easier. At night, while you sleep, your body enters repair mode. This is when testosterone begins to rise, when blood vessels relax, when tissues recover. It's also when nitric oxide activity improves, allowing better circulation throughout your body. But if you don't support your body during this window, you miss the opportunity. And over time, that's when things begin to decline. Slower response, weaker firmness, more frequent urination at night because the prostate isn't supported properly, less energy in the morning. These are not random changes. They are signs your body isn't getting what it needs during its most important recovery phase. I remember a patient named Edward. He was 73. He told me, "Doctor, I feel fine during the day, but at night, everything feels off. And in the morning, nothing." That pattern is more common than you think, because the night is when everything is decided. We adjusted one thing, his routine. Every evening, before dinner, he took 1 tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil, 1 crushed clove of garlic, rested for 10 minutes. A small amount of fresh lemon juice, half a teaspoon of ginger, nothing complicated, no stress, just consistency. Within a few weeks, he noticed something subtle. He was sleeping deeper, waking up with more energy. And then one morning, his body responded the way it used to, not forced, not planned, just natural. He looked at me and said, "I didn't think this part of me was still there." But it was. It just needed the right timing and support. And that's what I want you to understand. This is not about chasing quick results. It's about giving your body the right signals at the right time. So here's what you can do starting tonight. Prepare the mixture, take it in the evening, stay consistent, and give your body the chance to repair itself the way it was designed to. Because your body hasn't forgotten how to function. It's just been waiting for the right conditions. And in the final part, we're going to step back and talk about what this really means. Not just for your body, but for your confidence, your identity, and how you move forward from here. 6. Conclusion. Reclaiming control before it's too late. There comes a moment in every man's life when he begins to notice the shift, not all at once, but quietly. A little less strength, a little less response, a little more doubt. And for many men over 60, that shift is often misunderstood as the end of something, the end of vitality, confidence, even identity. But what I hope you see now is this. Your body is not simply aging. It is responding to how it has been supported or neglected over time. The truth is, the male body becomes more sensitive with age. Blood vessels are more fragile. Hormones are more easily disrupted. The prostate becomes more reactive. And small daily habits, the ones you barely notice, begin to carry much greater consequences. What you eat, when you rest, how you support your circulation, these are no longer minor details. They are the difference between decline and preservation. If nothing changes, the next 1 to 5 years can follow a very predictable path. Blood flow continues to weaken. Erections become less reliable. Nighttime urination increases. Energy declines. And slowly, many men begin to withdraw, not just physically, but emotionally. They stop trying, they lose confidence, and over time, they begin to accept a version of themselves that feels unfamiliar, but it does not have to happen that way. Because the body, even at 60, 70, or beyond, still has an incredible ability to respond when given the right conditions. When you understand the real cause, when you support blood flow, when you reduce inflammation and nourish your system consistently, change becomes possible. Not instantly, but steadily. And in that steady progress, something powerful returns. Not just function, but belief. This is not about chasing youth. It's about protecting what is still yours. So start now. Stay consistent. Pay attention to the signals your body is giving you, because the earlier you act, the more you preserve your strength, your confidence, your sense of self. And if this message resonated with you, take a moment to like the video, share it with someone who needs it, and subscribe for more guidance grounded in real experience. Because your health is not gone, it is waiting for you to take it back.